Welcome back to my Spyro Enter the Dragonfly gameplay, and onward it goes. Now, as you can see here, the one thing that this game is hated for is the way that its controls are and the movement of Spyro. The gliding seems to be very tricky to be able to try to do as well. But I don't really care at all about that. I've gotten used to this game's terrible controls. I practiced a lot when I played it. Yeah, but usually gems are in there, but very rarely there are lives inside. Also bear in mind that the Dragonfly challenges through those gates are going to take a few tries as well.
So where exactly do I find these butterfly sparks?
Yeah, of course, it's the fodder that's around the area. At least that's what I called them back in, like in Spyro: A Hero's Tale. I think they were called that ever since the Spyro games came out. I'm going to be collecting as much of this treasure as possibly can until I can't go any further, and then I'll go to the Dragonfly Dojo and start that. But gems also count towards 100% in the game, like it's for 3 processions. And these gates require a certain breath to open them. A lot of people have actually found a way to glitch through those gates, although I'm not going to be cheap. I am not cheap at all. I do everything fairly. It's actually quite useful to go like this to be able to speed through levels, although eventually the pattern will actually be bad towards trying to go up a ledge and then keep repeatedly charging right into it. There's Hunter, but first I'm going to grab all of this dragon treasure here. Alright, his tutorial learning about the gliding ability is going to be with this, and the Dragonfly will be one when
Hey Spyro, you know, if you press the X button to jump, then press the X button again in midair, you can glide. Try using your glide to follow me.
Cheetahs actually can really jump pretty far, and that's what he is. Now for the hover ability.
Way to go, Spyro! I think I see something shiny on that ledge over there. You can get there by hovering. To hover, press the triangle button at the end of your glide.
There's the first challenge gate.
That sounds easy enough. But what's the challenge? What do I have to do? activated? How do I activate the portal? I don't see any switches or power buttons.
That is not necessary.
Okay, that Dragonfly is as good as free.
First, I'm gonna get the Dragonfly that Hunter is gonna give for completing his tutorial.
Nice work, Spyro. And check this out. I found a Dragonfly. Here, why don't you take it?
He will appear in another level.
Hey, it's Bubbles.
And of course, all the Dragonflies have names. Okay, Flame Breath Challenge. It's kind of tricky to get this one in time. Bear in mind, like I said, it'll take probably a couple tries for me to be able to get these right. I'm probably just gonna barely make it.
Hey, it's G.
There might still be more dragon treasure to collect, so for the next minute I'm actually going to try to locate some more of that. Well, I'm always going to end up going back here to get to another level, so if there's any gems I end up missing, I can just go back for them whenever I leave the level. But here's the Dragonfly Dojo. I might as well stop as soon as I finish the cutscene talking to
Good
this
work,
dragon.
Spyro. Use the stones to get to the dojo. Remember, Spyro, find the dragonflies before Ripto.
That takes care of the second half of my Spyro my Spyro into the Dragonfly gameplay, and it'll continue once more at some point.